counsel for the plaintiff, Catherine Higgins. I'm at 333 West Vine Street, Lexington, Kentucky, in my office.
My name is Stan Lee. I represent Arby's. I'm attending remotely from my house.
All right. And Mr. Kramer, will you please state your full name for the record?
John Kramer with Arby's.
All right. And will you please hold up your driver's license to the camera and wait until it's focused? All right. Do all parties present agree that the witness is in fact John Kramer? Let's start with you, Mr. Schultz.
Yes.
And you, Mr. Lee?
Yes, agreed.
All right. And Mr. Kramer, will you please raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right.
Mr. Kramer, again, my name is Tanner Schultz. I'm here to take your deposition today. Thank you for accommodating under the circumstances. Before we get started, can you hear everything okay? Because there's a little bit of lag in the video.
Yeah, I've been able to hear everything. There's been a couple of blips, but if something happens, then I'll tell you what, I didn't catch it or whatever, and we can go back.
Okay, but in terms of the audio, everything is coming through and you can hear clearly and fluidly.
Yes, most of the time.
Okay, if there's something, just flag me or whatever, so I can slow down or rephrase whatever you need.
Okay.
I'm sure you've gone over the ground rules with your attorney, but especially because this is being done by the Zoom mechanism because of COVID, first and foremost. It's really important that we make an effort not to speak over one another. You're going to know the answers to a lot of my questions before I finish asking them, but just try to let me get it out and then answer. And likewise, I'm going to make sure I let you answer fully before I jump back in. Beyond that, I don't appreciate us being very long, but if you do need a break for some reason, just let me know. And otherwise, we'll get rolling on this. Lastly, your attorney may object here and there, and unless you're instructed not to answer for privilege or something like that, or rather your attorney tells you not to answer, it's largely noting it for the record, so it can be contested down the road. So you'll just go ahead and answer after that so we can just keep moving. So to begin, would you mind stating your full name and home address for the record?
Home address?
Yes, sir.
John Kramer, 1207 Indian Springs Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky.
How do you spell your street?
2 words, IDIANSPRINGS.
Okay, we'll go off the record for this.
Going off the record.
Okay, back on.
We are now back on the record.
Mr. Kramer, I just asked you your date of birth and the last 4 of your social off the record. Were those accurate?
Yes.
Okay, now other than speaking with your attorney, what did you do to prepare for today's deposition?
Nothing.
Did you look over anything, any documents?
Last night, I looked at the statements from the 2 people from back in 2018.
Okay. Did you review the interrogatories, or rather just the interrogatories that were answered in this? Those are the discovery requests that we sent out at the beginning of the case.
I did not.
Okay. Do you remember assisting your attorney in answering those?
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Did you recall assisting your attorney in answering those questions?
Yes.
Do you recall signing a verification page for those?
I don't recall that, but if that's part of the process, I'm sure he saw that it got done.
Okay. Did you review any, other than the 2 written statements you talked about? Did you review any other incident report or anything?
No.
Did you review any video surveillance or photographs?
No.
Any policies and procedures of any kind?
No.
Did you speak with, is it Dawn, D-A-W-N?
Dawn is correct, yes.
Did you speak?
I did not. I did not speak with her about that, no.
What about Sally?
No.
Did you speak with either of them after this incident occurred?
Objection, vague.
Can you give me that again? It kind of broke up.
It was a poor question on top of that. Did you speak with Dawn or Sally about this incident after it had occurred?
Yes. I asked them to prepare a statement based on what they knew of that day.
So those two statements, which were prepared severe or a few days after this incident occurred, those were prepared at your request. Is that right?
Correct.
I'd like to enter those in cumulatively as Exhibit 1, please.
No objection.
Let's talk about Arby's and the company. What is the name of your company?
For the Versailles location, I guess the legal name is Bluegrass Food Corp Partnership.
What's the address of that Arby's?
225 Arlington Road, Versailles, Kentucky.
And when did it open?
We purchased that restaurant already in existence.
Okay, we can stop. Okay, guys.